Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Zoey and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Zoey's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and a little bit of motivation that we give her when we work with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar. And you'll be introduced to this training equipment today when you come to pick her up. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Fred's left, and she's very focused, and on the left is where we do all of our obedience training. The first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Zoey, heel. Now at this point, Zoey has a job to do. And take notice of where Fred's hand is on the leash. It's kind of down close to her, so he doesn't keep the collar tight, but he has control of her. And she's walking very nicely next to him, and each time that he stops his feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So this makes walking your dog a pleasure rather than a drag. And when you stop to cross the street or talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for her next command. And the next command that Fred's going to demonstrate is the sit, stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. It's very distracting out here today. It's cold and it's very windy, but it beats yesterday. And you're going to practice lengthening out the time and the distance, and you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. When Fred returns back to her, he will walk back to heel position where they started, and then they take off heeling again. And she's very spunky. You're going to have to be firm. Use your video to practice with at home. And like I said, practice indoors as well as outdoors, because house manners are important. Another sit, stay. Fred walks out to the end of his training leash, and this time, instead of returning back to her, he's going to demonstrate the come on command. She should come right in and sit facing your knees, and she did that very well. She's very oral, so if she goes to put her mouth on the leash or on Fred, he's going to tell her no right away. Nice automatic sits. She's got that whole sit thing down, that's for sure. Sit and stay. And then he's going to use her name, but not get overly excited, and call her in, and she comes and sits. And this is teaching her not to put her feet on you when you call her. She doesn't have to launch herself off of you. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down command, and this is lay down. We just use one word. Left open palm straight down toward the ground on the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay, practice right in your living room. You don't have to go outside in the cold. And lengthen out the time again and the distance that you can go. When Fred returns back to her, he just walks back to her shoulders. They take off heeling again. And she's going to try to get over on you, so be prepared to stick to your guns and practice, practice, practice. Fred will demonstrate that down command again. Down and stay. And then Fred can return, or he can call her. Now we have demonstrated for you some of Zoey's formal on-leash obedience commands. These are the ones that I want you to practice for the first couple weeks that she's home. Please keep us posted on your progress. We're close enough that we can come out and help you. If you're struggling at home, don't struggle in silence. We want to be the first to know. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.